Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 54, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started.
And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw.
A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing now is Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. On the run, this is Gray. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Noah Gray
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football, as they've got it as we resume action. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 18. They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Purdy off the play fake.
He'll buy some time. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And it's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes
gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Flush to his right. And it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
Forced out to his left.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco once again.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground.
Down the left sideline. He's on his way. Christian McCaffrey.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
McCaffrey.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
As the first half is winding down.
And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
And his guys have got it back at the
closing stages of the first half. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Final play of the half, Purdy. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Purdy now to throw. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Down the left sideline. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell. 54 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. Moody good with the extra point. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On play action, it's Mahomes. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
57 to Mike. Time to go, night, night. 57, Mike, 57. And I'm coming after you.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal, and I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt, you talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied, this stage of the contest, boy. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 14. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On second down, McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Niners have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Now Mahomes.
Valdez-Scantling. He's to the 15.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 74 yards.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 2nd and 10.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Rolling to his right.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind.
That's to his running back, complete.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 65 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Second and 6 coming up. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A handoff left, McCaffrey.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here comes second down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Purdy to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 39 yards. And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Moody good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. This is first and 10. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 74 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts
as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Purdy to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he will get out of bounds. That stops the clock, but 2-yard gains definitely not what you're looking for at this juncture.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains. So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that 1-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Mahomes to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 3rd down and 6. Now a run with McCaffrey. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now it's Purdy's turn in overtime. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Running left, here's Mitchell. Shreds the tackle. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Another run with Mitchell. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. He goes 20 yards on the touchdown run. Extra point try now for Moody. And he'll bang that one through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. They go play fake. Mahomes.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.